Hey everyone, going live here tonight, and let a few of you guys jump on here, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more people jumping on with the title of this live video, which I'm getting a kick out of right now, honestly. Giving a few minutes for other people to jump on here, and hey everybody, say hi if you're on. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the title in a minute because I think it's kind of. Hey, Jen! I think it's kind of funny. There's going to be a lot of people joining with that title, I'm thinking. What's up, Cherish? What up, Eric? Yeah, I'm going to get started here. There's a couple people on, so who's got herb? No, let's be honest here. I'm just letting you guys know I'm a cop, so I'm definitely not talking about pot, okay? I'm so not talking about pot, so if you think this is about pot, you can just get off the live now. I just thought it was kind of funny. Hey, Tommy, how are you? So today I wanted to talk about herbs. Well, specifically, I wanted to talk about adaptogens because this is something I've been doing a lot of research on lately. It's very interesting to me. I'm trying to live a more wholesome lifestyle and deal with stress and everything else better. So, first of all, you probably don't even know what an adaptogen is. If you do, awesome. Some of you probably do, but it's basically a natural herb. It's a natural substance that helps the body and with stress and resistance to diseases and maintains homeostasis. And if anyone knows anything about science, homeostasis is basically like a normal body functioning um, scientifically. I'm not a big scientist, but actually, I was doing this research and this well-known doctor on he's a herbologist, I guess what the term would be. His name is Dr. Winston, and in order to be something to be defined as an adaptogen, it has to actually meet three criteria. The first one is it has to be non-toxic. The second is it has to influence several organs in the body and increase resistance to common stressors that are like biological, chemical, physiological stressors. And it has to help functioning and maintain homeostasis, basically. So if it meets those three criteria, it's considered to be an adaptogen. Um, Actually, there's only 15 right now. They're obviously doing more research. There probably will be more, but for right now, there's only 15 known adaptogens. And today, I'm going to try to get through two of them. That's a little bit long-winded, so bear with me. But it's actually very interesting. And if you guys are into like a more holistic lifestyle, this is actually really cool. The first one I wanted to talk about is ashwagandha. And now they're going to have crazy names, but you can remember ashwagandha. It's not hard, right? It's actually used in India as part of their Ayurveda, which is commonly like a traditional Indian medicine. It's very awesome. They actually have an Ayurvedic diet that I'm looking into, which is awesome. I'm looking into like it's basically based on your body type. It's a really easy diet to use. I'm going to come out with a bunch of information on it, so stay tuned on future blog posts and lives and all that other great stuff because I have a ton of info to share with you guys. But ashwagandha is one of the most popular because it's used in India in Ayurvedic diets, and it actually has an effect. It helps with your response to stress and increases your mood and memory and energy. Obviously, if you deal with stress on a regular basis or have a stressful job like I do, that's very, very good to help deal with it and have a better response in your body because obviously stress in our body is not healthy at all, especially on the cardiovascular system, and mentally it is too. It causes fog and you get the adrenaline rush, and then you get the adrenaline dump, which happens a lot during the kind of work I do, or even like an emergency nurse or doctor would get that. Anyone working in a high stress environment. So, and that obviously causes cortisol to build up too, which we do not want. It can cause weight gain and obviously heart disease at some point. But that's why ashwagandha is awesome, and it's actually helped fight infections and lower inflammation. So say like you have a surgery, or even like I've noticed, like bloating, it tends to help with that too. It helps you sleep better as well. Obviously, it's an adaptogen because it has multiple effects on the body and the mind and body. That's why it's called an adaptogen. But I always live in brain fog. How about it? Everybody that's a mom lives in brain fog, by the way. Or if you work overnight, by the way, too. That can happen a lot. As Tommy does. I know you do. I didn't know it caused heart disease. What? Stress? Of course stress does. Um, no, the adaptogen doesn't cause heart disease. Sorry. It also helps you sleep better. And the second one I wanted to talk about, it helps lower, sorry, I wanted to go back to ashwagandha. Actually helps lower cortisol levels. Obviously, that's very good. And it helps regulate your glycemic index and your blood sugar. So it actually helps for diabetes to regulate it, help you keep it more steady. The second one I want to talk about is cordyceps. And that's a funny word because it sounds like a bug to me. I don't know. It's not a bug though. It's actually this is even funnier because it's technically found. It's a fungus, and it grows on the back of caterpillars. Crazy, right? I think it's crazy. It's funny. Give a funny the laughing sign, haha. But it really is. It's found on the back of caterpillars. It's used in ancient or traditional Chinese medicine, not ancient, traditional. And it's supposed to help support the liver, kidneys, heart, and immune system. And it's known to increase libido. Awesome. That's probably because it regulates hormones, causes homeostasis. It also improves sugar metabolism and helps. It helps with asthma. Actually, if you have asthma, it's supposed to help with that. It also helps with your stress response and anxiety. So if you have symptoms of an diarrhea, it can help lower that as well. So that's cordyceps, and I just talked about ashwagandha, and I plan on actually herbs and mushroom talk for a police officer. This is great, right? Right? Libido. I'll take 5,000 of those, right? Oh boy, everybody's gonna want some cordyceps by the end of this show. But anyways, that's actually my live for tonight. What I'm gonna be doing actually is going over a couple more of the, since there's 15 adaptogens. So I'm actually gonna go and do a live every night or every morning, whatever I choose to do, and explain more about each one and the functions. Because obviously herbal medicine is very interesting, and I don't know, traditional methods of medicine only try to, and if you're a doctor, I don't mean it in a harmful way, put a Band-Aid on the problem rather than try to actually solve the problem, because it's more mind and body. You can have symptoms and they're fixing one thing and it's another thing. Like you're trying to fix something in your car and it turns out it was the thing you thought it was and then something else. And that's kind of how holistic medicine works. It deals with more than one issue at the same time, which is why adaptogens are so awesome. So if you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll get back to them later. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give me a thumbs up and a heart sign. And come back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow right around probably 8 o'clock to do part 2, where I bring up 2 more. So have a good night, everybody.